Alright, hopefully we get to see this puppy moving. See it. They're getting all their supplies loaded back up after repositioning and leveling. Looking a little happier. Yeah, you get those moved out away from there so they could have more room for maneuvering. So this thing's got a hydraulic drive motor on the front jack. It drives it back and forth, and then the outriggers are wheels. So it rolls back and forth, so they can drive all the way down this bridge and back and forth to position it wherever they need it. Going down. On that thing. Here we go. Under. Go over here where the device is. So there's not work lights on this rig. Around. It's on a wheel, hydraulic motor, and wheels just roll back and forth. Got some sort of emergency brake. Little emergency brake handle here. You can lock it in place if you need to. That's what that guy does. Yeah, it's just like the rig, man. Getting all their pins, rebar pins drilled in. So before one used to have back tires off the ground, now they got it up off the back up off the curb a little more, and it's level now, so they're good to go. It's got a hydraulic steering cylinder on the ram, and a hydraulic motor down there on the wheel. So it drives and steers all from the tongue jack. It is pretty amazing rig. They rent this maybe once a year. He said possibly twice a year if they have to, but rarely on jobs will they get one of these out for obvious reasons. I'm sure that's a big expense, but I just thought that was pretty neat. I wanted to share it with you guys. So its own power plant here. Kohler engine. Looks like a little backup single cylinder with the main engine there, main Kohler twin, and then right there you got just a little tiny single cylinder, a little tiny pump on it that probably does just enough to get you back out from under the bridge. I'm just guessing here, I have no idea. But anyways, hopefully you guys can get this all formed up, we can get some measurements taken, and I can get this device that's down there all welded in. So, there's my devices right there. I already got the turn-ups on, so all I gotta do is cut them off and do a straight splice on the end decay rail. Temporary barrier over here. So, got the work truck pulled up out of the way because with the boom up and sticking out, you need to move forward and backwards. They're about to hit my lights. Well, may or may not have hit my lights already. A little bent. A little kink right there. A little kinky. A little kinky tube. Normally that gap there is the same there as it is up here. And it is not the case anymore. So it's alright. Kind of need to redo my light mounts anyway. Make them a little better, more modular. Something that swings out and goes up easier, maybe, I don't know. Gotta come up with some ideas for some different light mounts. I like something that can still go down far enough for my 270 awning to clear it when it folds open and still have my lights, but also when I want my lights up higher, they're out here far enough where I can angle them and then go up past the awning to get them up higher to get my light out farther out. But for right now it works. I can see all the stuff I need and whatnot, so I have to have my tail lights and running lights back and everything. So see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we'll see you here on the next one.